Welcome to Karkom Cards and Comics, as it says on the hat. I'm Hearst.
Big Josh, what it do?
Your hair's getting kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah,
It's getting long.
need a haircut. Forgot my hat.
Okay. I thought you were just showing off the glory that is your hair. But anyways, we are back with another Duel. It's very unscripted, as you can tell. So I know not who he brings, and he knows not who I bring. But today we're bringing capes.
No capes.
Yes, capes.
Oh, yes, capes.
Yes, capes. Yeah, so that's our only rule, is that our character must be known for wearing a cape.
Yeah. And when it comes to the world of comic books, there's one or two out there.
Yeah, there's more yes capes than no capes.
That's for sure.
Yeah, even after that movie, The Incredibads. But, we're not here to discuss that. We want capes.
You mean the animated Fantastic Four?
Yes. The best of all Fantastic Four movies.
So, we've had a little time to sit here and come up with our fighters, look them up, research, come up with guesses on who the other person brought. I have a few I think you could have brought. I'll just name them off from least likely to most likely.
Okay.
So, starting with Jane Foster as Thor, because of all the hype with the movie.
Okay.
So, I have her on there. Spawn.
Okay.
The reason why Spawn is on the probably least the lower end that you went with him was because he's too obvious of a pick. Although he'd be super powerful in this fight.
That's true, yeah.
Doctor Strange. I don't think he's appeared in one of our duels yet.
Not yet.
But he does have Levi.
Yes, as I named him.
Then I went Wiccan.
Okay.
Just thought, he's kind of obscure enough to where you wouldn't have thought I'd guessed him, but he's super powerful, so. And this guess is based purely on the fact that you just bought that Capcom encyclopedia. Amaterasu. Thought that would have been pretty cool. The dog with his little fire cape or whatever that is. And then my last two guesses are Grey Gargoyle, because that's just one of your guys. And then my most likely, that I'm just now realizing that has already been in a duel, was Doctor Doom.
Oh, okay.
So I guess Grey Gargoyle would have been my most likely for you.
See, I did think of a lot of those, but I didn't even go Marvel.
Okay.
No Marvel. I don't even know if you've actually ever even heard of my character. It's weird. He's been in a couple of movies here and there. He was played by Ben Affleck in Batman vs. Superman. But I went with the guy that can take it all, no matter what. He wins. I went with the Batfleck Batman.
You went with Batman?
Batman. He's got to be used sometime.
I guess so. Someone's got to use him.
And I'd rather win than lose. All right. But so, that's just out on the table. It's Batman.
Huh.
Predominantly, I want to go with the armored Batman, the armored Batfleck, because he took the victory over Superman. But yeah, just chef's kiss, right?
You went with a DC character.
Not only a DC character, but my most hated DC
Are you feeling okay today? Are you fluent?
I don't know what I am, but I'm gonna feel fine after I win this fight.
One of the most obvious picks in the world, yet I would have never guessed it because Batman.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said you probably haven't even heard of him. There's no way you would have thought I would be bringing this guy. But I have some guesses for you, too.
Okay.
Some of those are the same, actually, like Doctor Strange. was on my list as well, and Spawn. I thought Spawn would be a cool one since his cape is basically alive. But I also threw on there Sailor Moon just for fun.
Oh, she would have kicked Batman's butt.
And Superman. I thought Superman, Homelander, Martian Manhunter. I thought there was a good opportunity that you might actually have went with Martian Manhunter. Dr. Fate and Thor I put on here too, but not the Jane Foster, but
well, not a single one of them made my possibility that I went with.
okay, well I had one other guess.
Okay.
Just a complete shot in the dark Hobgoblin.
No.
Okay. Well, sorry Mark Hamill. Not today.
So, people that I did have on my list, Stranger from Marvel, but I was like, he's probably too powerful. He's up there with power, like with Celestials and whatnot. So I was like, yeah, we'll go. I had Moondragon on there just because I figured you wouldn't have seen that coming. Doorman.
Love Doorman.
Thought that would have been cool, but he has no powers other than helping people, so I couldn't have done nothing.
You could help Batman get into the next room.
Right. Dr. Druid, Count Nefaria, Blue Marvel. But my favorite two were Shredder. I almost went with Shredder, which that would have been a great fight versus Batman. Yep. And then who I ultimately went with? M. Bison.
Oh, dang, okay.
M. Bison from Street Fighter. See, we get that? Oh, yeah, that's a good picture right there. Look at that. All his glory, his caped glory. Oh, yeah. So, I don't know. Great martial artist versus probably the best martial artist.
Right. Yeah, you want to do rundown of powers of Batman first?
Sure.
All right, I shall. Peak human condition. He went through intense training and specialized dieting that allows him to represent the pinnacle of human physical prowess, which was actually shown in his movie role. He was doing excellent workouts, making jokes about how he's rich, but he is actually at peak human strength. So he's able to actually overpower people easily. Peak human durability. He's durable by human standards due to his intense training. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Peak human agility. His athletic prowess grants him exceptional agility, coordination, and balance while fighting and evading others.
Oh, man.
Peak human stamina. His highly trained and developed body generates far fewer fatigue toxins than an ordinary human. Yeah.
So he can breathe slightly better than most people?
Peak human metabolism.
Oh.
His metabolism runs several times faster than the average humans due to his strict diet and incredible workout regimen.
Which means he's always regular, on the dot.
And hungry.
You can count. You can literally, you don't need a watch. Just time yourself according to his poops and you're good to go.
Absolutely. Master martial artist. He's extraordinarily skilled in hand-to-hand. An infamously formidable master in many forms of martial arts. You want to count them down? Boxing. Kickboxing.
Isn't he like a master of like 130
wrestling,
different types of martial arts?
Karate, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Savate, Eskrima, Krav Maga, Jeet Kune Do, Jinjitsu, Kung Fu, Judo, and Aikido. That's all that the DCEU Batman mastered. But with 20 years of experience battling and overpowering numerous criminals throughout Gotham City.
I mean, to be fair, 99% of the criminals in Gotham City have zero powers.
Yeah, absolutely. Batarang mastery. Yep, he can do that. He's an expert marksman. He's skilled with conventional firearms, pistols, rifles, and sniper rifles, grenade launcher, and grapple guns. Uses them with a high degree of accuracy and precision. And then it says here, almost on par with Deadshot.
Oh, almost.
Almost. It's right there. It's right there. He's a master spy. Yep.
So master something.
Yeah, put that on your... he's a master intimidator.
Oh.
Yo, he's going to have M. Bison shaking in those knee-high boots. Yeah.
Raul Julia begs to differ.
Genius level intellect. He's an eclectic genius. He is a master tactician. I don't know, I said that weird. Let's see, what else? He's a master detective. So he's got that. Oh, here's my favorite. Master deceiver. Oh. You will believe what he wants you to believe.
Oh, not a very good guy trait.
Yeah. He's an expert social intuit. So he can read a room, of everybody in there. He's a master engineer. Can build whatever he needs to. He's a master hacker. He's a leader.
Of what?
Like, just, of teams.
Oh, okay. The Bat Brigade.
So, yeah, he's on the level of Lex Luthor in his brilliance, as he often admits. He is a master businessman.
Humble, apparently.
No, he's just making you believe whatever he wants you to believe. He's a master criminologist.
Criminologist?
Yeah, criminologist. He's an expert interrogator. Expert networker.
I feel like you're paying me back for how long I ranted in the last battle.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it is Batman's powers we're talking about here.
I feel like it should have been none.
Yeah. Apart from his native English, he also speaks fluent Russian with a slight accent, as seen in his conversation with Anatoly, and Icelandic as well when his visit to Aquaman. He is an expert driver, expert pilot, expert rider, so he can ride in the passenger seat. No, at horseback. God, what were you thinking? He's got an indomitable will. He can just not be broken. Let's see. It says weaknesses. Whoa. PTSD. He's severely traumatized.
Bring up his parents.
By the. Got it. Yeah, so that's it. That's all you got to deal with today.
Is that it?
That's it. Mr.? Is your first name Mr. Bison?
It's actually Mike.
No, it's not.
It is actually Mike. So
that's great.
Fun fact about Bison is originally M. Bison, the character was Balrog's character in the game, and they swapped him because of Mike. They didn't want to get sued by Mike Tyson because it was Mike Bison. So Balrog was the original Bison, and Bison was the original Balrog, but they had to swap them. So now we got what we got.
I see.
So in some older games in Japan, their names are still the originals, but anything in the United States has always been swapped.
Wow, that's hilarious, Michael. Mike
Bison.
It ruins the illusion for me.
His birthday is April 17th.
Oh, nice! Not too far from yours.
No, only 5 days away. So we have that in common. We're both Aries. His likes are world domination. Or his like. There was only one listed. His dislikes are weak people and incompetent underlings.
Okay.
He is the leader of the Shadowloo underworld organization, which basically runs the world. In the Capcom universe, or the Street Fighter universe, if you will. He's the leader of the 4 main Shadaloo bosses, which are Bison, Sagat, Balrog, and Vega. This dinosaur's really distracting me.
Sorry, okay.
Like, is that your fighter now? I don't see a cape. Anyway, his powers are flight, superhuman strength, superhuman speed, and hypnosis, all given to him by what he has dubbed the psycho powers. There was only one person in the world that knew him, which was his martial arts instructor. Taught him to him and 2 other people who've never been identified. And then he killed his martial arts instructor. So those 3 are the only ones who will ever know it.
Nice.
Unless they pass it down.
Michael, way to go.
He's his psycho powers allow him to transfer his spirit into another body should he be destroyed. And his signature attacks are the double knee press, which we've all seen in the game, the somersault skull diver, the psycho crusher, where he flies right across the screen, and the most annoying in almost any video game ever, the takedown slide, where he just slides halfway across the screen and knocks you down, and before you get up, he's already started, so as soon as you get up, he knocks you down again, and you just go back and forth until they block. So,
or die.
How's Batman going to deal with the takedown slide? That's all I'm saying.
Easy. Easy peasy. Beautiful. He's going to make M. Bison believe it's not working.
M. Bison is freaking insane. Like, he is nuts beyond whatever the normal spectrum of crazy is.
I 100% believe you. I am a M. Bison fan as well, but you know, Batman just has an answer to everything.
Well, yeah, he's written to win.
Yeah, and it's hero versus villain. He's got no chance.
I mean, Bane was hero versus villain the first time.
Yeah.
And he broke his back over his knee like so.
But was that Batfleck? No, it wasn't.
This is true.
That was Gore the God Butcher.
I can't wait for that movie. I am so stoked.
I almost wore my Strongest Avenger hat today.
You should have.
But it's not quite time yet.
Not yet.
It's getting close. Couple more fights.
When you wear it to the gym, that's just funny to me. Because you see him wearing it in the little workout scene in the trailer.
Yeah, and I wore a wife beater too, just like he did.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew what I was doing.
The old Viking over here.
Yeah. No, but saying that I wanted to go with the armored Batman, I think that really adds a lot of defense to an already peak.
It probably puts him
human existence
on par because Bison does have the superhuman strength, superhuman speed. Well, it probably won't help him in the speed category. Batman probably slow him down actually, but power-wise, he's either going to match or probably be stronger because if he in that power suit, he was able to keep up with Superman once the kryptonite got involved.
Yeah.
So that's going to help him there. Being basically in a suit of armor, I doubt the hypnosis is going to be a factor.
Well, I have an indomitable will. You can't break the Bat's mind.
It's been broken.
Just that PTSD. That's not Ben Affleck.
It doesn't matter. I'm just talking about Batman.
And I'm not. I'm talking about Ben Affleck.
Well, Ben Affleck's just a dude who's acting. He's just acting like he's in all that.
Nope. It's true.
And he's a smoker.
I don't believe it.
We've all seen the meme.
And I've seen the Phoenix tattoo that's his entire back too. That just is not good.
That's a real thing?
Yeah. He has like a giant back piece. No, but I just think, anybody that can do like 10 pull-ups and then go and fight against a literal god from another planet, he can definitely take M. Bison, this guy who killed an old man after getting his powers. Like, oh,
well, you might remember that.
You're gonna beat up Charlton Heston and feel good about it?
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah, you mean you remember that, but for Bison, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Batman only learned about it on Wednesday and is already prepared to whoop Mr. Michael.
Can we just appreciate the fact that Raul Julia only took that role because he knew he was dying and he wanted his kids to have something to remember him by?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, props to Raul, and I did a like book report on him actually, like in middle school. I thought like that was really quite an event. You know, he was like one of the first like celebrity deaths that I remember. You know, like at a young age, being like, wow, like I felt like I just. I don't know why I did a Owen Wilson impression in there.
Wow.
But yeah, like you know, through Adam's Family and then it just right into Street Fighter, it felt like I was just getting to know him and then he's gone. You know?
Yeah.
So
that's how I felt about Chris Farley. Like, you know, that was right in my like late elementary, early middle school years, and you're like, oh, Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, Beverly Hills Ninja. And he was cranking out movies, and then all of a sudden, he's dead, and you're like,
what happened?
Well, damn, that sucks. Like,
yeah,
I thought I'd see his movies until I died.
Right.
He wasn't that much old. He was like in his late 20s, I think, when he died.
I don't even
Something
know.
like that. He was pretty young. But damn. But anyway,
yeah, how you gonna be Batman?
the fact that is it Batman or is it Batfleck? Okay, I'm very confused over what we're doing here.
It's Batfleck. But
specifically Batfleck.
Yeah, the armored Batman from Dawn of Justice.
So he was prepared to fight Superman, and then Bison showed up.
Yeah, well, no, that was just on the drive to He'll still get to Superman. Don't worry.
Well, what if, like, say you go to kill me, and I just take over your body? I mean, ultimately, I still win, right?
I mean, I guess if you think you can handle the peak,
is he then
human physique?
Instead of M. Bison, is he M. Batman?
I'm Batfleck.
Batson?
Yeah. Oh no, that's
Oh, that's Shazam.
Yeah, that's Shazam.
Whoops. Bruce Bison.
Bruce Bison. I kind of like that.
I mean,
So we gotta have he'll just bring one of those Ghostbuster traps, little ghost trap, kill you and be like.
I mean, I'm of a mind that Batman's unbeatable because
that's the way he's always been.
He's always, no matter what. Like when people of like Superman caliber characters are afraid of him. Like, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that Batman is as powerful. It's only because of popularity. You know, one of the first like heroes, and
well, that's the whole rule of comic books anyway. If you're having two characters go up against each other, the more popular one wins. Like, just from a like selling point.
Yeah. Like,
nobody's gonna buy a book if Batman and Spawn fight each other and then the underdog wins somehow just easily. Like, people don't talk about that. But when their favorite, from 1936 or whatever it is, wins, they're like, yeah, suck it, Hulk. I knew Batman could take you.
Which is absurd, beyond absurd.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is another step away from, like, of disbelief, Yeah,
because, like, you get characters like you just said, like him beating the Hulk would never happen. DC would write it that way somehow. Like but
I mean, he did in the Batman versus Hulk comic that came out.
Oh, that was a thing. I didn't know
that was a thing. Yes, and Batman like threw some gas in the Hulk's face, and the Hulk was ignoring it, so he like did the super kick into the Hulk's stomach.
Made him breathe it in,
and then it made him breathe it in, and then he won.
I mean, Batman's beaten Superman. He's beaten Wonder Woman.
He beat Doomsday. Doomsday just got done beating the Superman to death without kryptonite.
He's beaten the Flash, which I don't know how anyone beats the Flash other than Superman. Like he. You
had to gloat a little bit by winning the last fight. So I was like, you know what? Let's see you win this.
Wouldn't even have mattered who I brought. I could have brought Superman with the Hulk's powers holding the Infinity Gauntlet, and somehow Batman would have won.
Yeah, because Batman's a White Lantern too, like at some point. So
Not Batfleck though.
yeah, well, yeah, we're just talking in general again.
Yeah, you come.
I'll let you know.
Yelling Martha, thinking that's M. Bison's first name. It's not Martha Bison.
Yeah, that would have been a good joke, but no, I didn't have that.
Well, so I guess that's that. We're gonna say Batman wins another fight. We're just gonna go the DC route, and then tell us in the comments what you think. Like, do you think Batman's just completely written overpowered? Do you think he's overrated?
Well, I'll tell you, Steve does not like this guy. Steve knows that Superman versus Batman, Superman would just float in outer space and I-beam laser him through the chin. If that's the only part that's showing.
But then Batman would have a plan for that and reflect the I-beams, changing those I-beams into gamma beams or kryptonite beams, and then hitting Superman right in the heart.
We've just had way too many long discussions over, like, I don't understand why Batman is held to such a high caliber. But because he is, and this is a comic book show, I'm using it to my advantage today.
It's because he sells merch.
Absolutely. I mean,
Speaking of merch, we don't have any yet.
Yeah. Well, you can actually order some if you go to Redbubble and search Karkom.
Oh, yeah.
There's things that you can buy that proceeds do go to me, who designed the logo initially. So there is that if you really want a t-shirt.
Or you can do what I do and go behind his back and use, like, Chinese people to put the logos on, like, welcome mats for outside our apartments.
That he does. I don't get royalties from that.
Me neither. Only the Chinaman, Chinese manufacturers do. I apologize for that.
Hey, that's okay.
Is it?
It is today.
It is today.
Yeah, Batman's in good.
Yeah.
He's in.
We can get away with it now that we're still growing.
Yes. Should I beep that? No, it's fine.
Beep.
But, so, yeah, if you think that there is some way that Miss Michelle Bison could actually take Batman, leave it in the comments below. Talk about it. Let's get a little discussion going if you want.
Next week, we have villains.
Villains only. So you got a head start by bringing a villain today.
Yeah.
But
I feel like I brought a lot of villains this season, like in general.
Yeah, it's okay. But at
Uncle
least
Sam.
now, you know, like, the villains are getting used to losing. So it'll be fun to have a villain win this next fight, right?
Yeah. So now, someone who's strictly villain, someone who was a villain and is like anti-hero.
No Venom!
Where are we going? Right, like the anti-heroes. Do they qualify, or are we going strictly villain?
I think we should just go strictly villain.
I agree.
Just like no holds barred, just always been evil. There's no way that they can fool you by trying to play the hero. So, like Baron Zemo, when he started the Thunderbolts, they were all villains with hero costumes on, trying to just, you know, make a name for themselves so they could turn on everybody later.
They've done that a few times in the Marvel comics, right? The Dark Avengers, the Dark X-Men.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, but no, this is 100% villain all the time. Okay. So sorry, Juggernaut, you don't count.
No jugs next week.
Just our usual ones.
On that note, I think it's time to go. What do you think?
It could be time to go. So until next time, thank you for stopping by.
Peace.